yes, IEM summer, ladies and gentlemen. And we going camping, because this is going to be intense. Oh, yes, I'm ready. Gambit taking on Complexity. And you wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world but right here.
Yeah, we haven't had this matchup all year, man. I've been waiting for it. Cole in good form right now. Both these teams taking similar routes. Both these teams losing to Vitality, beating Sprout. Gambit eliminating Astralis in a dominant game yesterday, and now they've got to do it again. Cole getting Delta B rush tucked into the car. Conflict's got a double from the short side, helping out, and Gambit are going to pull the plug, let the water sink out of the bath, and go down lower. This has not gone to plan. How the hell do you recover this one?
Config's getting aggressive. He wants even more out of this round. 2 wasn't enough for him. He spots one of these players in top mid. He knows that they're here, and Poison tapping them out from the window. This pistol round shaping up nicely for Complexity. Not really much the Gambit can do here.
Accept their fate, maybe. Milk it for all it's worth.
Have you got any tips to milk it better?
Both hands often helps. Yeah.
Oh, well, this round, man, doesn't matter how many hands on the job you had. It is Complexity running away with that pistol.
Yeah, they've had their daily dairy and they found the first round. So Gambit, no bomb plant, probably going to have to full eco here. That means Glocks, and then Glocks again. What's not to love? Oh yeah, the Glocks part.
Great stuff out of Rush.
Yeah, I like the Cole boot camping as well right now. That I think that gives them a nice bit of an advantage over the likes of Gambit, who we know are somewhat split into pieces right now. Got 3 in one place, and then the 2 others are separate. Poison up in Palace. And time to farm, baby. Make that AWP money. Yeah. Make it rain. Make him sing. Maybe a squeal in there as well. Poison's got 3.
Yeah, you're asking him to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but he's a capable man for the job.
You want him to squeal, you want him to purr, you want him to make you money.
Look, Poison's my bottom bitch, okay? He knows what's up.
Dude, I'm really, really curious. So, like, he's got the money to bring the AWP out. But I am... Oh, no, okay, I was going to say, right? Will it be a bonus? No. He gets the AWP, he drops the MP9 over to JKS. So we have the AWP, but it is still like a bit of a bonus round here for Complexity. The buy from Gambit. Yeah, 2 Galils in this one, so they can get extra utility.
Oh, lovely smoke block. Look what it does for him. Hobbit thinks he has room in mid. Quite the opposite. Picked, trying to come down the catwalk, and it isn't A play right now. Axel's far from it in the B apartments. Can come through under after throwing some grenades. Nafany spotted out ramp. Does dink JKS. The nade should finish the job into as well instead. And now they're going to start swinging. Poison caught very open. They were up on the balcony. And Gambit have flipped this one on its head. 4 on 3. And the CT's locked out of the bomb site right now.
Config is deep wrapping T-spawn. They've spotted this com player as well.
Wow.
Nade's good, and this A-take is grinded to a very awkward hole.
Oh, no.
Shiro's going back with the bomb, and Config is in T-spawn. No. Oh, he drops it. Can't pull the second kill together. They've got to go get the bomb again. Blame's considering the B-wrap. But the bomb is going back in towards A now, and so Rush is here alone. This is very, very awkward. And I'm not putting it past Cole. Like, this round is still kind of hanging in the balance.
Yeah, big flank, right? So Rush needs to just either get one or live here. That's a start. Gun upgrade as well. He's going to grab it. Just trying to buy time right now. CT plant is really good. We're going to have a ramp flank for Blame, and Rush is gone from the round. Blame, oh dear. At this point, they're considering every position, and he's not going to get given any freebies. Bye-bye. Axel with a shot, and that's a nice little recovery from Gambit. And a round that got very awkward. 3 from Axel, 2 from Inters. You take that if you're Gambit. And despite the double flanks and all that slowdown in the mid round, Gambit still come out on top. And remember how it started, right? Poison with the AWP going big to begin. He looks confident, right? He swang that bench play later in the round, and that actually cost him. But maybe when he has the AWP back up, we can see more from him that's not as audacious. Weird buy for Cole. They put everything in, 3 rifles. But Gambit are already starting to manhandle middle away. Shiro scoped up on the connector. 2 CTs there. Oh, under push. And Axel's got it locked in. Bye-bye config. One of the pistols removed. And now Gambit just going through the motions, right? Mollying out mid, taking the control, waiting for a mistake from Complexity as they group back in the spawn with the bomb. Cole lose a lot of info in middle. And they've only got 1 flash to make a play here on Poison. So while they'll get this mid info in a second, it's going to come at a cost, and that cost will be losing the A bomb site. And in the process, Hobbit going to try and get these kills, but Smoke fading, and he grabs Blame F. That's a nice start. Oh,
yeah, a little more out of Hobbit. An unexpected journey in this round as he's still holding on to middle. There's more where that came from. JKS will trade it out, but regardless of that, it's still this 2-on-4. The bomb site belongs to Gambit. And Poison might not even get away with the save. Axel can hear him, and there it is. The gun removed from play leaves Complexity with nothing in this follow-up round.
It's early days, but Axel is looking pretty fresh, Harry. He's looking pretty saucy, if I were to say.
He is looking good, isn't he? And he's given us some great series as of late as Axel.
Against Astralis yesterday, he was absolutely lights out. Had some amazing rounds. Knocking them out, trying to do the same to Cole right now in this lower bracket. Only one of these teams can make it through out of the group. And Gambit want to make sure it's them. Nafany, that's one hell of a mow down. Him and Shiro clean up the round in a matter of moments, and no health taken away either. Doesn't get better than that. But Cole, it was all a means to an end. They've got the buy in this one. However, no AWP, limited util. Kits are going to be a hard ask. And so this is going to be a really poor buy for Complexity. Definitely around where you're going to want to try and make plays. Hope an individual can bail you out. Let's see what they got in store. Oh, I like this.
Yeah, a bit of mid-aggression. But look at this from Gambit. They seem cognizant of this possibility. They're waiting before they take this top mid control. And it always starts to get a bit awkward, right? The longer you wait in mid, the more nervous you get of a potential lower tunnels wrap, even though they're doubled up in mid. Still a scary place to be if you're Blame F here. Gambit seems so sure that they're going to be given aggression in this round. They are just waiting. And hell, in a sense, they're right. This is a very aggro mid-hold. It's being completely bypassed right now as Gambit throws some utility in towards B. With still 2 back at this A bomb site, I don't know if this is going to shape up to be a commitment. I think this is... Ooh, they force rush out of position with the mollies. They've got him down and out of the truck at least. Oh, now they've seen this player at ramp, but the bomb is still in the apartments. The 2 players there lose their lives, and Hobbit's dead out of Palace. This round is looking very, very ugly. JKS burns alive, but takes them to the grave with him. And Shiro, saving, just going to die to the aggro in mid. That round kind of breaks down in a very, very big way.
Yeah, for a second, it's like recoverable, right? You lose your 2 players out B, but you still have the bomb on Shiro. Hobbit gets out to default, and you think maybe if he can just headshot JKS, they have the A site, Cole are in the wrong position. Yeah, you have to wait for that bomb, but suddenly there's a chance at least. But yeah, I mean, massive play from JKS. Double kill through the smoke, dies in the molly, all worth it. That was a huge round for Cole to win there. Nice B anchor work. Getting past Russian config on B is...
Who's Bianca?
Let's not get into that now, Harry.
Oh, Blame, they know about you, my friend. They know about this mid-aggression. Poison was hoping for the trade, but shots have missed, and mid-control now belongs to Gambit. They're fast through Con on Nafany as well.
Oh.
And he pressures Rush at all the right places. Poison gonna have to get out of there. Will he get away with the AWP? I don't know, he's getting hunted. They're up short. That's a nice kill, but there's more where that came from, Poison. You gotta work it, baby, to hold on to this AWP. And he's doing good right now. Gambit, it's become very, very costly. And, you know, do you say, well, we've sunk so much into this, may as well sink it all? Or do you just try and hold on to these two guns now?
No, I like that logic. I like that first one. Let's do that. Let's throw
Full
everything.
send.
Yeah. If you're going to give him 3 kills, you
may as well give him 5
kills.
Yeah.
Or take the gun away, right? Those are the options. They've locked him into B, but they're not going to hunt him down. And yeah, you know, Gambit, as much as it would be nice to take away the AWP, they want to build their own money at the same time. And, you know, taking rounds with no one alive is not going to help you with that. So yeah, 2's fine. You keep the AWP on Shiro. But Poison, like said, feeling feisty right now, and that's a good sign. Something we need for Cole in this series. Some bangers on the Zoom, but not enough to win a round. However, Cole are still going to buy in here. Wow. Okay, no, just Blame. Everyone else ecoing. Blame just throwing all his money into the M4 armor. And so let's see if there's going to be any value taken out of it. Oh, this is a good play to make, though, with this kind of buy right. He's got bodyguards, essentially. Blame. He looks like a bouncer himself, but it's his teammates that are going to be keeping safe, or taking safekeeping over that M4 if he is to die. And if B is taken, yeah, you probably just save her at this point. Poison's looking after it. But you're hoping things end on that A site and into that one rifle. If not, at least the AWP is here. Taking mid, though. Gambit coming in from lower and upper. Anyone's guess as to where this is going. Bomb's going B-apps, though, so that should be a bit of a warning here. And Cole start to work it out. They've aggressed Palace. They've been smoked out of middle from top con. They're losing info. And Poison's got to toe the line with, you know, knowing that he can get massive impact from this AWP, but at the same time, he's not going to be able to stop a rush on his own. So does he want to commit and go down with this ship? And if so, how many does he take with him?
Yeah, Poison looking for fights, but missing the opener. And just like that, the fate of this round is sealed. Gambit are up onto 5, and there's really nothing that Cole can do or say about it. You know, these pistol players may as well see if they can take something out of the round. You're looking to get a buy in the next anyway, as long as Blame F saves.
Yeah, it's just a shame. You would love to have that AWP kept again for Poison, right? The timing on him in B, he waits a bench for all round, it feels like, and then the second the molly comes B, he jumps up and he gets caught mid-air, doesn't he? So not really poised for that fight. And the AWP is lost in the source. So 5-3 for Gambit. And they're just getting all the kills here. That's something for JKS, but they're not going to let him get that gun for free. They will be fighting for it. Maybe he can grab it. What? No. Nice try anyway. Like you said, M4 saved. They buy around it. They won't have the AWP, but I mean, JKS could drop it. It would leave him with nothing. Just Kevlar AWP and setting Poison up. You always want, you know, your util on the rifles, not the AWPer. So he's not going to do it. AWPer's too busy scoped in. And so JKS at least has a kit if we get into a retake.
Yeah, back to another one of these mid takes for Gambit. It's clear they know that Complexity like to go for these mid challenges. It's really not uncommon to see 2 or 3 of them trying to take this top mid control away. So they're normally pretty measured with how they approach it, but now they get out, they get this real estate. Bit of util throwing over towards B, but it's not... They're not telegraphing any kind of grand play-in just yet. No smoke throwing. Landing there nice and late. And maybe this is going to shape up to be a B split after all. There's 2 players peeking from the truck. Rush trades that out as a result and now drops into the site, but can't hold on. He's bested by Nafany. Shiro is holding for these rotations out of middle as well. And with that kill, the save really should be locked in for Complexity unless Blame F can do something unthinkable from the market.
Looking to be a hero in this round, but the boost on the site as well is on his angle. He can't get out the door, and it's not a typical pre-aim spot. So making the wise choice to just not throw anything in here. If they give him the kill, then that's on them, but he can't commit out the doorway. And obviously JKS is already saving. Blame, oh, he couldn't take Inters away with him. So Gambit, guaranteed round, 6-3 up. Pretty good T-side right now. And Cole, back to the drawing board, back to the eco. Back-to-back rounds for Gambit.
Yeah, man, you're really on the rough side of things right now with your Complexity. It should be no secret that this CT money can feel very, very restrictive at times. Every round they're losing right now, feeling like a 2-for-1. Look, once again, their money just bottoms out at the culmination of that round. And so they're left with very, very little moving into round number 10. Especially, you know, with Poison being so far up the board, you really want to try and have the AWP in his hands as much as you can. And that comes with a heavy price tag. Shiro, meanwhile, dude's loaded, man. He's got AWPs coming out his ears if he wants them. So it is going to feel like a real, you know, going against the grain here if you want to get back into this one on the Complexity side. And it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Unless JKS goes absolutely ham with his M4.
Yeah, I love how Gambit is so methodical at the start of these rounds, right? After we saw 2 mid takes in a row for Cole, Gambit have just stopped rushing and they've just started setting up, waiting for the mid play. Now, I say that, and awkwardly, Cole re-aggro mid as soon as Gambit leave it, don't they? But they're not taking anything more than the top, so they don't have the info. They haven't seen this rotate. They can't hear it from here either, but you can presume it's going to be an A play right now with everyone there for Gambit. So yeah, the very slow starts to these defaults. Now just grouping for an A explode. Cole with no one in the bomb site are going to be left lacking. And we're already thinking about JKS saving. He's going to want to get involved, right, with this gun. He's the only guy behind these smokes, but good luck to him. His team have abandoned him in taking this mid-control, setting up for a flank on the A site. But in order for that to activate, a lot of things have to go right here for Cole. And JKS does not want to hang around. They jump to the stairs. He jumps out of the site. And Gambit planting a 5-on-5.
Axile's even pressuring CT. Now, there's a lot of dudes behind that corner. He's done well to not commit to this fight too heavily. That's actually a team flash there, throwing over the top. It goes a little deep. They were hoping that that would time itself a little bit better, but he's already committed to the fight, so he's blinded by it. And now Complexity, they're interested again. Shiro's going to knock out JKS, and with that one rifle falling, the rest of the gang mop up the round. Gambit on to 7. A rip-roaring T-side lead on Complexity's map pick. We need it to turn around. It's got to turn around soon, or else it might never get back on track to be a Complexity map.
Well, this could be it, right? We've got another full buy for Cole. They've had a lot of, you know, wish-washy investment with hero rifles, but because you're buying hero rifles into ecos, you're having to save them. You don't want to lose these guns. It's all been a bit, you know, uncomfortable for Cole. So now the Orb's back out on Poison. He can be that hero. You talk about Orbs, Harry, and Shiro, how we can buy one for every day of the week, but man, he's just not dying. They're not killing him, and that needs to change. Hobbit dead first, Nafany with the trade, and he backs up and respects the smoke. No hurry here for Gambit with that 4-on-4 taken. If you go cold and quiet now, Cole are going to reconsider. They're going to doubt themselves, and they might even shuffle players out of the bomb site, especially with that jump from Inters. You've just seen a player leaving. You don't know what's going on here if you're Cole. You don't know how many players are here, and it doesn't matter because Nafany is selling this on his own. A kill out ramp, a lurk smoke to keep Cole interested. And Poison's Orb needed more than ever, but might never come into play if Gambit full rotate.
Oh, and Complexity are starting to pull Rush away from B. They kept him there this whole time.
Oh.
Only now to double down on their efforts to stack A. You understand the gamble, right? If they go A, you've got pieces in the right place. If they go B, you save. But at this scoreline, that's the worrying part, right? It's all well and good saying, yeah, we got the guns, we can get something going in the next round.
This was
but you just
round,
need, you just need rounds at this point.
Yeah, this is the round they've been waiting for, like we set it up. So, especially shameful for Cole. You can't make every right read, though. It goes quiet on A. And Gambit won't re-aggress. They just take the free round.
I mean, you know, that's the thing. For Complexity, this is like a rough matchup to have, especially in like in this position where it is all or nothing, essentially, right? Yeah. Either playoffs or elimination. It's all scary, scary place to find yourself, especially when you're up against the current #1 in the world in Gambit, right? And these guys have a bit of a fire lit beneath them, especially. Like, shouldn't even really be in this, in the lower bracket.
Well, but, you know, Cole know better than anyone why they're in the lower bracket. They got, you know, stomped by Vitality as well in that opening BO1. Obviously, Gambit, similar situation. It was a 2-mapper. They got rolled as well. But, yeah, just keep your eyes on Vitality at this event.
Yeah, no, that is some sound advice. They have been looking really good. Second half of the year's IWU coming into action.
Yeah, we got obviously tomorrow that Vitality G2 game, what would typically be regarded as a classic French affair. Maybe not so much anymore, but we all want to see it. That's going to be a banger. And this one, living up to the hype, at least for Gambit's side. For Cole, it's been a quiet beginning.
They got another pause. They're trying to figure out how to plug these holes, but man, it's just so brutal. It's like even in that previous buy round, you know, it wasn't that bad an attempt to stop the A play. Then you've just got guys like Nafany just going above and beyond, solo, you know, selling that fake and getting kills from it, further applying pressure. The individuals on Gambit are looking so good. And this is without Axel having like one of these crazy maps like we know he can, right? The other day, that's what was needed out of him from Gambit. And boy, did he deliver.
Another default, holding B, holding mid, triple A. Gonna re-grab the bomb eventually. And Cole, I mean, they've tried to make some moves in this CT side. They've tried to get some aggression, but really they're not getting any value out of it in terms of kills. Just set up for a lot of flanks in these A post plants that haven't really resolved any problems. Poison checks under with the AWP. He's given all that room, but as said, nothing from it. Yes, information, that's something, but at this point, you know, you're calling, watch your bomb site. It's either a contact B or it's these A smokes, and they're just going to run right out A actually with a flash. Contact, in fact. Sneaking their way through. No info yet for Complexity. They flash peek in. JKS, nice clear, but he's mollied out. He has to commit, and he does with a double. Helped out by Poison, but eventually traded. That bomb is lost in the source. Gambit have to grab it.
Inter is dead on the swing out of Palace. They do follow up on a JKS. Oh, Axel, head on a swivel, but they don't know about Blame, who's hidden himself. Stole himself away and picks up that round for Complexity. Now 4 on the board, okay? You know, that you were never going to break the money. You have to come to terms with that. You were never going to start to get back in control on that. It was going to be a grind, but you've taken the first step in the right direction. And there's still a chance here to recover this half. But all the pressure is going to be on you throughout Complexity. Right? They're the ones with the threat of being broken. They're the ones with it all to lose and all to gain as well.
Oh, look at the speed from Axel, just hopping out under really quick, and there's no one here to hear him either. Maybe the short player made that call, but getting ready for this A Palace pop. Blame spotting. Axar hunting him down. Absolutely no fear from this guy. Molly's going to land very close, though. It's not what he wanted. He gets caught from short as he looks back to the site. JKS was spotted, but also dealt with. Up the ladder for poison. Inter's punishing. And Shiro now posted with Yorp. Lets that bomb get planted in default. Config sniping them away with the A1S from short. And the plant only just coming in time. CT player not able to deny it. But this retake is on. Cole poised and ready.
Yeah, this round is shaped around the post plant for Inter. Shiro is just here fighting in the site and doing what he can. Inter's is waiting to deny this defuse. Config and Blame F. They do have a Molotov on Blame, and that could be used to flush this player out from the site. Shiro is now fighting in the face of complexity and in the face of danger. He's cracking a smile. He's dealt with Config. Even tries to find Blame F just to add insult to injury. It's an unwinnable round for complexity. Gambit are up onto 9. And everyone dies with the bomb, but that's fine, man, for Gambit. Blame, they get away with the AK on him.
Oh, that's so sad. Like, you know, you never want to say like that's a bad molly, right? It's a very good molly, but it's not a molly that's going to win you the round. You would love to see it saved to clear out or to lock out the Palace player. They knew he was there. The bomb was for him. If they could kill Shiro, then the molly's going to win you the round at that point. But you know, obviously, it's a lot of hindsight there. You're hoping you can kill Shiro at back A with the Molotov as well, but somehow he lives through it all. What a beast! Goodbye to the window player. Nade stacked, the bullets will do it instead. And wow, this is a great game from Gambit. Looking for double digits on their T side right now. Surely doable. And going back towards B with only one man here. Config's Deagle is dastardly.
See, JKS has got all this info. I would love to see Blame start to rotate round, and he will, but it's a little late. Config gonna have to make a stand here with nothing more than a Deagle and his wits back at the site. They're all around him. There's the first, but out of ammo now. The Deagle betrays him. Rush comes in with one. It's a 3-on-3. This isn't as squeaky clean as Gambit wanted. Rush is still fighting in the site, and JKS's rap has found Shiro in the apartments. Even more from JKS. The little flank that could. JKS maybe stealing this round away. And what a flanker indeed. Complexity. 5 to their name as they do it with the pistols.
JKS, JK best, more like. What a round. It's that Palace push that comes in clutch. Bit of hesitation for Gambit in the bomb site, just trying to clear out Config, and that gives plenty of time for Cole to get set up and win an eco. Wow. Recovering the half, perhaps. I said 10 rounds felt guaranteed. Not today. Could be that 9-6 after all, with Cole having a double AWP in this one as well. Config's wielding that weapon. We know how powerful it can be in his hands. Although it's JKS to fall first, aggressing into the Palace. Config has all the info deep B. He can solo the site, so Rush is already rotating back to A. That's where Gambit have been in the majority of these gun rounds, and this will be no exception.
Yeah, the A site is like completely empty. No one in it. Poison is watching Palace from Con, and now they know about this AWP. How are they going to deal with it? There's a little smoke to try and get you out of Palace. But Gambit are running back. They don't want to move into A, and that's because Nafany has uncovered quite the treasure trove over here towards the B bomb site. Hobbit is selling this fake. Does give up his life in the process, but it's Nafany who's the big player here. Config is holding for this bomb's rotation, but he's just gone off the angle. He might still catch a man, but the shot's missed. And here's the thing, he's only just seen them reach this position, so as they rush into the site, they're not ready for Nafany, who's still sat at bench. There's Poison sidelined, Config will trade it out, and Inters is left in the 1v3. He's got a bomb, but that's the only thing going his way. He can't get past Config on the short side, and so we're 9-6 at the end of the first half. Complexity, it's not the CT side they wanted, but it's something. Is it gonna be enough for them to pull it back on their T side? We'll find out in a moment.
The ones who told me back then, be true to who I am, ain't think we was really gonna win. Now they watching us from the sidelines while we trying to victories like we in high tides. I'ma getting my prize. Only thing my eyes is locked in on. Have a milli mine. I want it right now. Don't waste my time. Family in a penthouse with a view sky high. Blood, sweat, and tears bring water my eyes. Cause a whole gang winning. I done gave my life. Odds low, but we did it, ain't we? And we always moved in, never on the same thing.
Vibe check. What's up? How are we all doing? Right now, Gambit are in the lead. They're doing good. Complexity, meanwhile, they're feeling a little bit stressed here as their map pick. 6-9-1/2. It's not awful. It's recoverable. But it's also not what you want.
Big blame, though. On the T side, able to lead, able to read. Let's see if Cole have the calls to get them back into this one. Pistol round would do a lot, but a triple B setup from Gambit. Smacking your lips at that. Flash going high and into us. Oh, they're all blind, but he can't hit the killing blow. Poison on 2 health. Nafany grabs 1. Axel tucked, and they never check him. Double before he's dead. Set up for the round of Gambit right now, and they're hitting more heads by the second. Blame in a 1-on-3. Back in apps, and the bomb is down into ground as well. Oh, bye-bye. Gambit on the board. Pistol taken, and 10 rounds found eventually.
Yeah, that's bad to worse for Complexity, man. They would have loved a pistol round to try and equalize this back out. Now, they're taking a force here in this one. That's without the bomb plant, so it's really just pistols and armor. And that also means that if they don't find success with this force buy, it's going to be 12-6 before they have guns by their side. Easy does it in this round. They do have config out in top middle, and they've got Blame F down here in lower. The rest of the gang are looking like they just want to get out A. I imagine this is with Blame on this late con lurk. It's a bit of a signature from him. He does like the late con lurk. And so this is something that Gambit should be prepared for.
Smoke's a bit of a miss in Palace. Let's see if Cole will try and exploit it. The bomb's up there. Blame flashing Cat, but it's Hobbit to find first blood, killing Config coming lower. Blame might not be expected there as a result. But these A players need to flood out eventually. Blame's up in position now. The smoke faded. Shiro drops out, but he will die on the retreat. Bomb in the eyes of Hobbit back in CT. They're out the ramp as well. Blame's going to hunt the kill. He's found Nafany. Still a player in a window to worry about, though, and not much of a pickup being a UMP. The nade will finish the job. Now Inters can run in from that B site, and Axel stops the cross. The bomb barely picked back up. JKS needs something here, anything, and they're not giving him the satisfaction. No peeking going on. Deagle missed, and there's the swing from Inters. Nice little bait and switch from Gambit. Finds him 11, deals with that force buy, and now we expect a nice clean anti-eco with double the rounds for Gambit at the end of things.
Yeah, and great stuff from Hobbit in this round, right? Like, he doesn't get, like, an incredible amount of kills or anything, but he's just a nuisance back in CT. He never really gives you those fights that you're hoping for. And him being alive at the end makes that little, you know, bait and switch peak so much more comfortable for Gambit. Sometimes just not dying is the greatest asset you can be to your team. Just don't die, lol.
Yeah, but you got to toe the line, right? You don't want to be baiting. Sometimes you got to die to set your team up for a round. Although in this round, death is definitely expected for Complexity. The nade is assisting in that as well.
Also, there's a reason why, like, Nafany is just the champion, right? And that's because he's brought the Deagle out as his only gun in this round here. I love
Respect,
it.
Yeah.
You got to respect it. No, little mid-peak, and now actually caught looking the wrong way with Shiro, and yet still he's able to turn on a dime and deal with Blame F. Just poison left, and even though his Deagle has secured the kill onto Hobbit back in CT, he should be hard-pressed to find much more than this. They don't even need to be fighting him right now. They've got bomb in middle, but they just want to get the round over. They want to deny that M4 save, and they'll move on to 12 on the side of Gambit. Now we have the investment for Complexity. You need to find something with this, or else it could be a very fast second half.
Yeah, that's the fear, right? Settling in now. Cole have to brush off the dust. Full AKs. Shiro taking the mid-peak with the AWP, but no one's going here for Cole. Not early, at least. The smoke's down. Blame's sending some utility in, but it's really the B grouping you've got to watch out for. Only one man here right now. He's got the spot. Config jumping out the window. Smooth moves, hunting this kill, and he's got the entry as well. Down low, Shiro will finish the job. Set up for the retake now. Axel choosing Deeg over Famas for the range game, and it works wonders. Bomb dropped onto the floor. And it's going to get picked up as well. They should be able to get this plant here for Cole at least, but past that point, it's going to get claustrophobic. Gambit already pushing in early, and that's punished by Rush. Axel's here to trade, though, and they have no idea.
Yeah, he's aggroed through the short smokes. There's a couple of them down as well. He swings onto Rush, is traded by Blame back in the apartments. Now this round screeches to a bit of a halt. A missed shot from Shiro, but the trade picked up immediately. Hobbit has been keen for them. The last time they saw Blame F, he was back in the apartments, but he's since dropped onto the truck, and Hobbit has got no idea. He's sticking the bomb. Blame swings out and puts a stop to that, and Complexity do move on to a 7th. Smooth stuff from Config to be the man to open that round up, right? Straight out of the apartments, flashed by his teammates, drops into the site and tips that first domino over. Lets Complexity get into that round.
Yeah, that can make all the difference, right? When a round comes down to the 1v1 like that, you're just thankful you got the opening kill, because it is just a lot of trading in the B retake. Great reposition from Blame as well, right? Like, as said, Hobbit had absolutely no idea that Blame had dropped out of apartments. Found a wonderful timing to do that. Still got to buy back in for Gambit. Axel getting flashed into mid. They're all blind. Oh, only good for one, though. Poison quick to trade. Jumping through the smoke is Rush. And things are getting a little bit weird now for Complexity. Ramp player holds his own. JKS wanting to trade. The bomb is back in spawn. That's why it makes even less sense that Rush would run for that. He must have had some read or some reason to do it, but I certainly can't tell you why. Maybe baited in by a play from Gambit. And now Hobbit with full control of the ramp. His teammate covering
the bomb's going to challenge first as well.
Oh, no.
Oh, now he's seen that. That's info.
What?
More than info. Hobbit's got the whole damn round in the palm of his hand. Just JKS. And he's getting shot from here, there, and everywhere. Gambit are up onto 13. Hobbit with a big play down towards ramp. You know, I think getting 2 there would have been more than enough.
Yeah.
He actually just goes on to take the entire round by storm.
Yeah, and with no plant, with, you know, winning your first gun round and then getting immediately that dealt to you, you're broke if you're Cole. You've got nothing. Flames put a bit in, as has Config, otherwise keeping 2K. But yeah, not a pretty picture right now for Complexity. Gambit surely sitting on 14. Unless these Deagles can do some serious damage. Config's coming through a smoke. Oh, he's going to hear the nade get clicked from Naf, and can he capitalize? No, he gets smoke spammed instead. Very unreasonable. Nade on ramp, JKS, there it is. Pushed out with the 1D onto Hobbit, but the gun's irretrievable right now, and getting into A is a difficulty with mid on lockdown. Bomb's going B, at least, so JKS, it's all about selling the fake right now. They've done enough to only leave one player at the B bomb side, but Inters has that info, and he's not budging. JKS 1D here would be everything. Triple peaked instead, though. That's info, but Inters has got the B site on lock, and that bomb's not going down anytime soon.
Well, Hugo, well, funny you say that. Maybe it could. Now the orb's here, and Shiro never even gives him a chance to play the game. Flames just wall-banged out. And so this is it. This is the buy now for Complexity. This is the buy where we have to start talking about it in hushed tones and saying, oh, you remember that game where Cole, they just completely sidelined us. They turn it all around at 7-14. This rifle decides whether or not we get to have that discussion. They don't win this, they've got nothing up against match point for Gambit.
Yeah, quick pop into middle for Cole. Never really seen Gambit take any mid control in this CT side. Cole were all over it in the first half, albeit not really giving them much value. Another fast peak for Axel, and he's really feeling it. Could tell that much from just a couple of rounds into the T side. Quick headshot to Config, and his round is over. Orp even holding under with the support from Axel. Shiro doesn't need to worry about getting walked on. There's a guy out ramp. JKS looking for a pick, and a Palace player peeking, does get the dink, but JKS lives, and they're going to try and hunt him down. Axel's just wrecking them in middle. JKS, not long for this world, and Rush late out under. They're not going to consider it. They've missed the timing.
They have missed the timing.
But what can he do with this?
Oh, he's slipping through nets right now. He's a slippery little fish. Rush! Only good for one.
Axel's too good, mate.
He is. Axel's cracked. He's actually cracked, man. Like, this guy, I don't know. Unreal performances in the last few games, especially. Like, really wanting to continue, you know, holding the Gambit torch up high, continue this legacy on.
Yeah, because that's the hardest thing, right? So, like, people like Astralis have always said that, like, yeah, getting to the top is one thing, but staying at the top, that's a whole different ballgame because you've got all eyes on you. It's easy to be, you know, an underdog team, and not easy, but it's one thing to be an underdog team and, you know, surprise everyone. No one's looking at you. No one's got their attention on you. Everyone's looking at Gambit right now. Everyone's learning from Gambit. And so holding, you know, your head high and staying at this level is impressive. They're going to roll over this game. This map is done. It's dusted, and it's overpass up next. Only Blame left up. 1 on 5. Back behind the molly. Look at the utility. Barbecue, baby.
He just knows. He just acknowledges, like, yeah, I'm dead. And it is what's IEM summer without a little barbecue, baby? That's that map done and dusted. Gambit 1-0 up. And now we go to their map pick.